Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sean here, the Detroit Diz, and it's great to see your smiling faces and everybody here on the Detroit Diz. Anyways, good evening, and yeah, this is the very first one of these videos, and it will be uploaded tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock in the morning. Actually, even though we're recording it in the evening time. So, anyways, these videos are kind of like a day, half of a day late, I guess you could say. I don't know. Anyways, but they are fresh in the next morning, and that's how we're going to be doing them. So, but there's still, I think it's going to be great. If you did not know, usually I'm driving my vehicle to work, making these videos, but right now it's so dark in the in the morning, and you can barely see me at all, and whatnot. Anyways, we're here, and we're having a great day today. Today, it was cold again in the D, and but that's right. Cold is okay. We are expecting that cold in the D. It's so cold in the D is the name of a song. If you have not watched it, it's a very famous rap group in Detroit. You can go Google it on YouTube and watch the video of It's So Cold in the D. You should do that. It's you'll never get a better experience from watching that video. Trust me. You should go check it out. Anyways, before we get started and go jumping right into things, you know, um, before we go jumping into things, I have one request for you all. If you're watching this, you're brand new, you know, why don't you just go ahead and like and subscribe the channel? We're trying to get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers here on the channel by January. That's right, January the 1st, 1,000 subscribers. If you can help us out meet our goal by just mashing for free the subscription button. And then to get notifications, you just go over there and hit the notification bell. That way, you know when we go live or when we upload a brand new video. We really appreciate every single, each and one of our subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Anyways, enough of that kind of stuff. And so this is the very first kind of video like this that we're doing. I've seen other people kind of, do these head-to-head talks. Everybody likes doing them. I don't mind doing them. And this is what we'll be doing for a while. Plus, we'll be doing the adding in the driving ones too. I like everybody thinks those are cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta use the stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Today, first of all, by the way, I am a military veteran. This is one of my units I was in, the 22nd Signal Brigade, which was in Germany, but now they are over there at Fort Lewis, at Joint Base Fort Lewis. Anyways, so today we're going to be talking about the article that I just read before, but we're going to read it again on WDW Magazine. Is Disney World's hotels ranked from themed perfection to what is this room? And we like reading the news together. I think it's something really kind of cool we could do together, of course. But yeah. Anyways, so with further ado, we get ready. Bammo, here we are right here. Yes, right here in the little small corner. I kind of like that. I don't know about you. That was kind of cool. Got a little drum roll before we switched. So Disney World hotels ranked from themed perfection to what is this room? There's a lot of Disney puts a lot. Look, they're taking a lot of money from us. They're doing a lot of revamping, reconstruction, rehabbing. I think I said that already. They're reimagining some rooms in some places. And look, we got to get our money's worth. So, but they've been doing a lot of stuff. Anyways, sorry about any videos or ads on these. That's the way it is. That's every website has to be making money, and here we are. We're gonna watch. We're not gonna do anything wrong with their ads. Anyways, so first of all, um, this picture here, in front of us, I believe is the um, gosh, no, it's the grand room there in not Copper Creek, but yeah, anyways, Fort Wilderness, I believe. And the Wilderness Lodge, I think that's the name of it. Anyways, usually in the right, even right here where it has right there in the middle, that's usually where they have the Christmas tree. But this year they're revamping that lobby there, and there is no Christmas tree there, by the way. Um, just like they were doing the lobby in the Grand Floridian. So it says here that Disney World hotels are a lot like parks themselves. Some have an immersive experience that makes you feel like you've stepped into a storybook, and that is very true from from rooms at Cinderella Castle that we will never probably even see in our entire lives. To the jaw-dropping the lobbies of the resorts, like this one here up above, or the Grand Floridian, which is really, really great, but it's underneath construction too at this point in time. And when you get back, it didn't. Here's an interesting thing: the lobby, now is going to have a bar at the Grand Floridian in the lobby. How cool is that? You can get your drink, your bourbon. The ladies can get a cocktail. It gives it this more ambiance, Okay, Disney World's magical and best theme hotels, the Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, is one of the resorts they say that in the world where you can literally wake up to the giraffes strolling past your balcony, and it makes you feel it's breathtakingly magical. I've had some friends that have stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and sometimes they see a giraffe and sometimes they don't. It's not a guarantee that you see the animals there, especially in the evening. Here's the deal: you wake up in the morning, and it's a morning time. It's more probably prevalent that you are going to be able to see a animal there in the morning, unless, well, they're not going to be there during feeding time. They're not going to be right outside during feeding time, maybe thereafter, and then not in the evening time when you're going to be coming back from eating or doing anything specifically. I doubt that they are sleeping next to the hotel. That's just my opinion. But during the day, in the middle of the day, if you're just relaxing and chilling at your resort, quite frankly, I believe that it is possible that you will be able to see a giraffe or whatever else they have roaming around at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Trust me, I think the view that looks out at the savannah is really a really great view. Anyways, Port Orleans Riverside is, I believe they redid some hotel rooms just recently at a Port Orleans. It is kind of like they call that the charming Magnolia Bend mansions. Look like they were plucked from the banks of a romanticized Mississippi riverfront or the bayou section brings cozy and rustic charm that feels handcrafted, and lush landscaping and gentle waterways and live music drifting from the lounges create a warm and comforting atmosphere. All right. So I think especially during Mardi Gras season, right? Uh this is a place to stay. They have like a parade that goes by, I believe, right here in the, you know, and also I believe that Port Orleans also has a they also have their own water transportation that you can utilize. I don't remember where it all goes to, but anyways, and um yeah, I mean, I think if you like something like that's going to be like New Orleans, New Orleans. Hope I said that right for everybody. That's a great place to stay. Um okay, then you have the Polynesian Village Resort. Everybody likes the Polynesian. It is like everybody's everybody has grown up on the Polynesian. One of the staple resorts, one of the 3 or 4 key resorts that everybody likes to go to is the Polynesian Resort. We all know the Polynesian. It just went through an upgrade. Some of the rooms got upgrades. They've built a brand new tower next to it. They the food and the breakfast there is remarkable. And um and then you go outside and you can watch the you can see Cinderella's castle and the fireworks from a distance. Um and you can see the floating parade. I can't remember the name of that thing. But anyways, so yeah, so it's a great place to stay. You could probably see Stitch if you're eating breakfast. Um but yeah, it's next to the Ticketing and Transportation Authority, where you can park your car and get on the monorail and go to the Walt Disney's Magical Kingdom. It's really close to that. Yeah, and so it's in the heart. The heart is where it's at, Topeka, Kansas. No, I'm just joking. That is no, but it's in the heart of the bubble, one might say. Okay, so you got the Disney's Art of Animation. Art of Animation. Um, the Art of Animation, the whole thing about this so many years ago was that they wanted to have this hotel where Imagineers who were the people who made the animators, I think that's what you call them, the people who do animations, that's where they would shine and show off animation at the Art of Animation. And I think they have also at the resort some extracurricular activities in the animation field that you can do there. And it was a step above, it is supposed to be a step above the all-star um resorts, which are the first tier of resorts, the value resorts. And I'm not sure the Art of Animation is just above that. And it's supposed to be showing off all the different animated movies. And I believe that now at the Art of Animation, you can also link up with the transportation, the skyliner. I believe that's the deal too. Okay. Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Let me just say it's molded after the grand and majestic lodges of America's national parks. That's what it says here. They look rustic and magical. And you'll be greeted with a cathedral-like lobby featuring massive timber beams and towering fireplaces and bubbling springs that flow through the building. And right now, the lobby is closed. But I have to say, listen, I've never been to the top. If you ever go there, go to the way of the top, go to the top and look down. It's even as gorgeous as being on the bottom floor and looking up. Things I'm going to tell you right now, it is one, the lobby is just breathtaking. I think Wilderness Lodge has a better lobby, and you can tell me what your comments are here. The Wilderness Lodge has the best looking lobby of all the resorts over the Grand Floridian. I know the Grand Floridian is like this monarch. It is the Richie kind of place. But this is, to me, just feels more grand. That's just my opinion. You could differ. And then there's the so close to perfect, the well-themed Disney World Hotels, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. They call it spa because they do have spa treatments there right in the lobby vestibule area, because they have these shops above on the second floor, that you can go and get a spa treatment there. If you have the dollars, the greenbackers. Anyways. Okay, now we'll go over to Disney's Contemporary Resort, which is supposed to be more contemporary looking. Contemporary is more like a modernized kind of look there. Just like, it's not like the Grand Floridian or the great outdoors of the Grand Fort Wilderness, but it is more like the it is more like something more modernistic. All right. Mid-century futurism is that's what they're calling it. Mid-century. It's like living in the 80s or the 90s again. You know what I'm saying? But that's what mid-century is, unless it's maybe the 50s. I mean, that would make it look really old and dusty. Then it's supposed to be really up, state of the art. Not that kind of futuristic, but you know what I'm saying? It is supposed to be, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it's supposed to be one of those great things. That's all I'm saying. It's I know that was a bad joke, and even some people laughed. Believe it or not, yeah. All right. Oh gosh, I know. Ah, yes. Get still laughing, don't you? Okay. All right. Anyways, all right. So, okay. So, anyways, the Contemporary is such a mid-century futuristic. Okay, the monorail goes to there. It looks great, and if you have a floor up above, you can come out of your room and look at it. I guess I don't know why they don't make the room with windows right on the edge so you can watch the monorail from the balcony of the other balcony. That would be kind of a cool thing. I don't know. Somebody knows. Nobody knows. They'll never know. Port Orleans French Quarter. That's the other quarter. Um, that is where they have it's the atmospheric version of New Orleans, not not Port Orleans. That's the other one that looks more Frenchy. But this one is, well, I mean, that one is more like, I don't know what they would, it's more, um, I don't know. They're both like New Orleans. You know how it is. This one is more, looks like more downtown, like, more downtown New Orleans. The other one is more Mississippi-ish. Mississippi kind of is right next to Louisiana, conjoining states on the border of each other, and some things look very similar in architectural wise. And I'm telling you this because they're very similar. But you know, when you're down there in the South, things start looking like everybody's being. You know, they had the same things being built by the same people. It's all French to me, man. Come on. Anyways, but yeah, this is compared to Port Orleans. It says Riverside is sprawling with rich, varied environments and standout rooms, and the French Quarter is theming can feel more playful and transportive, unlike Port Orleans, where it's very richy, and you know, that's where the rich people would be at instead of the party goers. More conservatives would be at Port Orleans, and all the party goers would be at, yeah. Anyways, and then you had the boardwalk in. So you have like the boardwalk, which is kind of like the northeastern kind of New Jersey kind of thing, and that's the boardwalk, you know, of where you would walk on the boardwalk in New Jersey, like you're at the casinos. And I mean, well, you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. It's nice. It's next to the beach. It's the boardwalk. It's next to the sea. The seagulls are flying by. Hopefully, you're not getting hit by anything, and it's beautiful. But it's not the Grand Floridian. But you know, its theming is the turn of the century Atlantic seaside boardwalk, bustling with color, energy, and nostalgia. Anyways, that is a great place. Now, if you're talking about Disney Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa, that is a place where you can have some fun because it's next to the golf course and it's closer to shopping at Disney Springs. And they've updated a lot of the rooms, you know. And hold on here. If you did not know, Saratoga is it's from upper New York by Syracuse, I think up north by that area. I'm not a New Yorker, by the way. I'm a Detroiter, not a New Yorker. I'm from the Midwest, and I'm not from New York. So I could be completely wrong about this, but it has something to do with racing and the Victorian leisure culture. Now, I didn't get the Victorian leisure culture when I was staying there. I got more of the horse racing. I didn't feel like I was at the Kentucky Derby though, or I was in where is it, the Triple Crown? Where's the other place? I can't remember the other. It's that's how much I don't know about horse racing. But anyways, compared to, again, it is nothing compared to the Victorian style of the Grand Floridian. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just putting that out there. So, okay, so then you had Old Key West. It's kind of like you're in Florida and you're in the Florida Keys, you know, and it actually is an actually laid back Florida Keys kind of thing. And I think this is a great resort. Look, if you're a DVC member, this is where I would go. Nice big rooms, really nice. Just something that you could it's not going to blow your points away. And it's really, really, really great. Really great. And yeah, I think it's really, really awesome. Anyways, okay, so then you have, I'm gonna get through this. I wanna hurry up here. Disney's will pass the beach club, you know what it is. It's the yacht club, you know what I'm saying? Like Hall the third, and we have the yacht club, the yuppie yacht club, where everybody goes and hangs out. It's not the boardwalk. It's like the boardwalk is more like for the people that should be in the Grand Floridian, but they just can't afford it, so they're in the boardwalk. And then you have the more yuppier people that are going to be hanging out at the beach and yacht club. Hope that makes some sense. Anyways, maybe some cigars going on over there. Um, let's see here. Disney's Riviera Resort, more like a French contemporary kind of more deal. The Riviera. You ever think of one of those, Riviera deals? This is no, we're going to be talking about the Riviera. That guy, the rich and famous guy, you know. Um, so yeah, the Riviera, kind of something in more Europeanish. The rooms are smaller, everything is small in Europe, including the rooms in the Riviera. No, no, I'm just joking. Anyways, lackluster and somewhat bland. That's what they're calling these Disney World's worst theme hotels. Now, look, the All Star movies. It's been around forever. I'm gonna say this. Every Disney All Star resort has a theme to it. I like them. Look, you're there with the commoners. Well, you're with the family. You're just hanging out. You're with everybody else and having fun. And I think that they have fun. These are things that kids like. You know, that these are things that kids like. So, anyways, so Disney's all-star movies. They are the movies of the Walt Disney World. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then they have the all-star sports. I mean, you can't go wrong with some football, some basketball, some baseball and stuff like that. You can't go wrong with that. Then you have pop century. You have different centuries. You have the 80s. You have the 90s. You have the decades of everything like that. Then you have the all-star, and then they have the Caribbean beach. Now, I don't know why it's down here as being the worst. The Caribbean beach is kind of like, I'll just say it, it's kind of like the poor man's, it's kind of like the underrated underdog of the the underdog of the beach club. You have the beach club that's kind of like the yippee yuppie place, and then the other place that everybody else goes to. They take they go to a vacation at is the Caribbean beach. Everybody goes to the Caribbean, but if you went to the beach club, you wouldn't be hanging out of the Caribbean. You might be, I don't know, possibly, but I doubt it. And then they have Coronado Springs. It doesn't really fit anywhere in this lineup of hotels. It's just like, okay, here's Coronado Springs. It kind of reminds me, it's I don't know. It says it's a splash. Oh, resort blends Spanish, Mexican, and Southwestern influences into a vibrant and artistic aesthetic that shines in restaurants, lounges, and tower spaces. I don't know. Anyways, so that's all of this article. What are your thoughts? What are your favorite resort? I know everybody has a favorite resort. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. Everybody has a great. Everybody has one of their favorite resorts. Let me know what yours is in the comment section. And for now, thanks for watching. You guys have a great one, and talk to you guys later. Bye bye.